Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
So guys, I want to start out this video with a couple of clips, but make sure you watch these all the way through because these are clips you need to hear straight from the horse's mouth. You are about to hear Peter Thiel describe a system that sounds exactly like what Ripple and XRP are doing, and then I'm going to show you another clip of him telling you exactly why he could not do this at PayPal. This is explosive and something you guys need to see.
That getting rid of money altogether, going from digital dollars, from any kind of government-backed currency to purely private currencies. And what a private currency or what private money I think fundamentally means is that there is no medium of exchange. You exchange value for value rather than exchanging value for something the government says has value for value. And whenever you have this intermediate step of the government saying something has value, that's where you have the subterfuge, the sort of legerdemain come in, the game of musical chairs where every now and then a chair gets pulled out and it turns out that you're the one holding a dollar bill that's all of a sudden become worth a little bit less. And the kind of exchange of value for value, the classic model would have been some sort of a barter model. That obviously has enormous transaction costs associated with it. These transaction costs go down in a digital age. And the kind of model that I think is the most likely to take place is one where you have other kinds of financial instruments that are very, very liquid. The one I would cite in the UML disagreement, it's a disagreement on emphasis, is I don't think the big fights on this are going to be fought in Washington, D.C. I think that, actually it's for all the reasons Richard cited. The people in D.C. are completely backwards. They don't understand any of the technology, and even to the extent they can, it can't be stopped. You cannot stop things on the level of Washington, D.C. in terms of shutting down these encryption protocols, things like that.
First of all, let me just say it is insane that this interview was taken in 1999 and he is talking about private forms of highly liquid encrypted currencies. That is literally exactly what XRP is doing to solve liquidity problems and become a digital form of instant liquidity all over the world and to transform the payment sector. He literally describes XRP without saying the words XRP. And obviously XRP wasn't created yet, but it is clear that he had a vision of what XRP would one day become. And if you're wondering, why didn't he capitalize on this vision? Why didn't he create XRP? Well, wait till you stick around because he might be a lot closer to it than a lot of you think. But first I want to show you why PayPal didn't do it. First, I want to show you that PayPal very clearly had aspirations to create an XRP type asset to transform the financial system. Listen to this.
So back in the early days of PayPal, and this is going back to 1999, so it's almost 20 years ago, we actually, our first t-shirt said, PayPal, the new world currency. And so there was this idea that we were going to create this new global currency.
Well, this is where things started to get really interesting for me because clearly PayPal had the vision, but why didn't they capitalize on it? I think once you watch this next clip, it will all make sense. But more importantly, after that, I'm going to show you why once PayPal failed, Ripple and XRP were the next best option.
Many people don't know this, but the mission of PayPal was to create a global currency that was independent of interference by these corrupt cartels of banks and governments that were just debasing their currencies. And we succeeded at building something very economically very powerful, enabled many small businesses. We're super proud of it, but we never achieved the mission. And I don't think it is solved by PayPal, precisely for the reason that you brought in the Venezuela case, where PayPal is simply too centralized and too attached to the big financial institutions, Visa, MasterCard, the ACH networks, the SWIFT network, and it will do whatever it needs to do to keep those institutions happy. It doesn't solve the problem, and I think with its current success and the current management, they're not going to go push the mission of the company forward that was, what we wanted 20 years ago. So somebody else has to do it. Not to mention it was the wrong crypto foundation.
So boom, right there. PayPal was too centralized. PayPal was never going to be able to push forward to create a decentralized neutral currency. And what else did he say? He specifically said at the end that PayPal did not have the crypto intelligence. So where did these guys go next? If PayPal wasn't going to solve this issue, who was? And here comes the connection to Ripple and XRP. All the way back in 2013, Peter Thiel invested in the company that was doing everything he thought PayPal would, and that was OpenCoin, that would later become Ripple. And if you're thinking, well, Ripple's a centralized company too, well, take a look at what Tag XRP dug up, and we have no way to confirm this, but I have just an impossible time believing that it's all one big coincidence. And if we take a look at this XRP wallet right here, labeled Peter Thiel, we see that it has 3 million XRP in it. Even more exciting, if we take a look at this wallet named Elon Musk, it has 8 million XRP in it. Guys, Peter Thiel and Elon Musk are two of the smartest business people in the entire world and had a vision of creating XRP before XRP was ever created. You think these people never figured out about XRP? You think they went their entire lives blind to what Ripple and XRP are doing? No way. Peter Thiel and Elon Musk know all about Ripple and XRP, and it's only a matter of time for that to become blatantly obvious to the masses. And just to put one last finishing note on this, take a look at this picture of Peter Thiel and Elon Musk holding their X.com cards. Guys, there can only be so many coincidences in a row, but let me tell you, the chance that you figured out about the transformational technology Ripple and XRP are bringing to the banking sector before these two geniuses right here is 0. And on the backdrop of that, take a look at this. Just today, the 4th largest bank in the entire world said that they have dramatically cut their remittance fees by over 80% using Ripple's payment technology. This has XRP's name written all over it, and the more banks that hop on board, the more of a disadvantage the rest will be. If they do not link up to the XRP network, this will become a network effect of the most powerful and wealthy institutions in the entire world. You thought network effects of social media made people wealthy? Wait until you see what happens with the financial sector. Last of all, guys, is Gary Gensler a Riddler? Well, I don't necessarily think so, but you guys need to see this because this is just another one of those things that I have a hard time believing is just a coincidence. If we take a look back here at 4/4/2022, Brad Garlinghouse tweeted out, if, okay, when the Jayhawks win, I'll be using this for work tomorrow, and is essentially just something you fill out to say, oh, I'm now a Jayhawks fan. Now, I remember when I first saw this, I was trying to dig into it, see if I could find anything. I couldn't find anything, and I just wrote it off. It's probably nothing. But suddenly, just today, Gary Gensler tweeted out this video, and part of this video, he said that April is gonna be a huge month, and not just because the Jayhawks won the championship. Coincidentally enough, Gary Gensler makes the same exact reference that Brad Garlinghouse made and goes on to say that April is gonna be a very important month.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.